Number 4, Cleveland Cavaliers. Sorry, Cavs fans, but your squad only comes in 4th in my rankings. It's been a great run for LeBron in the land, but the time has come yet again for him to leave. Now, I did rank Cleveland 4th on this list, meaning that they were ranked ahead of 26 other NBA franchises. So even though it's not the best destination in my opinion, I wouldn't fault LeBron if he chose to stay. Let's start with the pros. If LeBron re-signs in Cleveland, he will more than likely be ending his career in the same place it started. LeBron, as we all know, is a kid from Akron, Ohio, who was drafted by his home team who he promised to bring an NBA championship. After leaving for South Beach and then returning home 4 years later, LeBron delivered on his promise and won an NBA championship, solidifying his legend in Cleveland. The Cavs were never going to win anything without LeBron James, and because of him, Cleveland will have a banner to hang forever. If LeBron was to retire in Cleveland, it would be like a storybook ending and would be a satisfying end to a legendary career. Except maybe in the mind of LeBron James. You see, unfortunately, this is where the pros end for Cleveland. Most people would be satisfied with his legendary career so far, to have it begin and end in the same place and be forever immortalized in your hometown. But LeBron James has made it clear that his ambitions are much, much bigger than that. LeBron has said he's chasing the ghost in Chicago. He's driven to claim the title of greatest player of all time. Regardless of where you currently stand in the GOAT debate, the reality is LeBron will never have the majority's recognition as the GOAT if he ends his career with just half the amount of championships that Michael Jordan has. He needs more if he's going to catch MJ in the eyes of the public as a whole, and he likely won't be winning any more with this Cleveland squad that is clearly declining. Kyrie isn't around anymore, and Kevin Love isn't getting any younger, not to mention he hadn't always been the most reliable second option for Cleveland this season. If LeBron is content with the storybook ending with his hometown, then staying is a great option. But if he's serious about pursuing Chicago's ghost, then there's more to be done, and the answers are not in Cleveland. Number 3, the Philadelphia 76ers. Now the pros are obvious in Philly. Ben Simmons is a terrific pass-first superstar in the making that could learn under LeBron James' wing. LeBron has stated that he sees aspects of himself in Ben Simmons, and having a point forward who's similar to LeBron and can handle and distribute the ball as well as he does, in theory could lighten the daily load for LeBron and allow him to preserve himself more for the playoffs. With Simmons and LeBron handling the rock, there would be constant ball movement and numerous opportunities for Philadelphia shooters. Joel Embiid is also today's version of the ideal big man, who can stretch the floor, protect the rim, and create his own opportunities if needed. LeBron signing at Philly would also mean that LeBron would stay in the Eastern Conference and continue to have a less strenuous and challenging road to the NBA Finals. Now for the cons. As amazing as it sounds to think of Embiid and Simmons playing with LeBron James, they're still young. LeBron will be heading into his 16th season in the league next year, and does not have much time left in the league as an elite level player. Their athletic primes will not overlap with LeBron's elite playing days, which would truly make their collective ceiling limited. We also know that the injury bug is always a concern, and could strike any team at any given moment. But with that being said, Joel Embiid has not had the most reassuring health record in his career so far. Since Embiid was drafted, he missed the entirety of his first 2 seasons in the league due to a foot injury, a surgery, and a setback. As great as he's looked on the court the last 2 seasons, he's also missed nearly half of those games as well. As excellent as Simmons has looked this last year, he missed the entirety of his first season in the league with a broken right foot. The last thing LeBron James needs heading into the twilight years of his career is his co-stars going down to injury, leaving him to take on more of the load, having to play more minutes, or even worse, having his co-stars be lost to injury for the season, eliminating LeBron's chances at a title that year entirely. Although the potential of a championship team is there in Philadelphia, there are also significant question marks that make the option seem a little too shaky to be at the top of the list. Number 2, the Los Angeles Lakers. Now I understand the Lakers being so high on this list will come as a surprise to some people, but hear me out because I believe there is a lot of good things LA has to offer LeBron. First off, the relationship between Magic Johnson and LeBron James is one that could flourish from a business perspective. A lot of the things LeBron is ambitious to become are a lot of the things Magic Johnson currently is. Magic has been a successful business lead for multiple organizations since his retirement. His income has grown exponentially since his retirement, and he is currently running an NBA organization, as LeBron has also expressed interest in. Their career trajectory has been very similar up to this point, and it's a relationship that may benefit LeBron James moving forward. As far as what they have to offer on the court, the Lakers have plenty of cap space to bring in more than just LeBron. They also have the assets to make trades to bring in other veteran stars if needed. The Lakers have the money to sign big names alongside LeBron James and the pieces to trade for a star who might be looking to get out of his current situation. Some combination of Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and LeBron James is definitely possible for the Lakers. If LeBron was to join the Lakers alongside another star or two, they would certainly be contenders in the Western Conference. Would they be able to compete with Golden State? Well, certainly better than this Cleveland Cavaliers roster can as currently constructed. With $70 million in cap space before they move any of their young pieces, the Lakers could turn into a championship contender overnight, similar to how Boston did in 2007 when they added Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen and went from a 20-plus win team in 2007 to a 60-plus win team in 2008. If LeBron was to win a championship in LA, he would be immortalized in Laker lore. He would now not only be a legend in Cleveland and Miami, but also a legend for the league's premier glamour franchise, arguably the most lucratively historic franchise in NBA history. As for the cons, to be frank, the pressure to win is simply greater in Los Angeles. It's an organization and a fan base that automatically thinks new stars equal more championships, because honestly, that's what they've been used to whenever they've had superstars. What do Wilt Chamberlain, Shaquille O'Neal, Pau Gasol, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar all have in common? Well, other than the fact that they're all big men, all of these players joined the Lakers later in their careers and were able to win a championship in Los Angeles. So what if LeBron joins the Lakers and doesn't win? Whether it's fair or not, he'll be remembered by many as the greatest Laker who couldn't win an NBA championship. It would be a stain on his legacy. Other players who joined the Lakers and were not able to win a championship during their time in Los Angeles were names like Dwight Howard, Karl Malone, and Steve Nash, and none of those players were remembered positively for those years, especially by Laker fans. The risk to reward ratio would definitely be the most significant in Los Angeles. Number 1, the Houston Rockets. LeBron won a championship for Cleveland. His promise to them was fulfilled, so for the most part, he'll get a pass from the basketball community for joining the Houston Rockets. Kevin Durant is the one who joined the greatest team ever, the 73-9 Warriors. His decision to join Golden State opened the door for LeBron to join yet another super team and not receive the same level of harsh criticism, because how else can we expect LeBron to compete with Golden State? The Rockets are the clear number 1 option in my mind for numerous reasons. Houston has the most ready-to-win talent out of all of the realistic options for LeBron. With ball-distributing superstars like James Harden and Chris Paul to go along with all of their three-point shooters, adding LeBron to that mix would undoubtedly put the fear of God in the Golden State Warriors. If LeBron was to join Houston, he would have a realistic shot at multiple titles with him and securing his status in the minds of many as the greatest player of all time. If LeBron was to actually win a championship with Houston, it would make him the first MVP caliber player in NBA history to win an NBA championship with 3 different franchises. Not only would this be an opportunity for LeBron to play his final years with his close friend Chris Paul, but with Paul and Harden to share the load with, LeBron would be able to preserve his energy as he ages and coast to the NBA playoffs each year more easily than he ever has before. Joining the Rockets is also LeBron's best shot at getting the final say in his rivalry with the Golden State Warriors, but it would also eliminate one of the most significant threats to his title hopes by simply joining Houston. For the foreseeable future, Houston and Golden State appear to be the most formidable threats to LeBron's championship chances, and once he's joined Houston, that would only leave Golden State. Sure, at first glance, LeBron coming out west, where there is more talent and where the competition is at its fiercest, might not seem like the brightest idea. But honestly, outside of the Warriors, which team in the West is actually constructed to compete with that Rockets team? Also, if LeBron was able to win a championship in the Western Conference, and in this case with Houston, it would completely destroy the narrative that LeBron is simply winning because he has an easier road in the Eastern Conference. If LeBron finishes out his career in the East, he will have spent his entire career in the Eastern Conference, and his naysayers will always be able to point to the fact that he did most of his competing in a weaker conference. That would undoubtedly be a black eye on his case for the greatest of all time, which LeBron has made clear matters to him. If LeBron managed to win an NBA championship while playing in the Western Conference, no one will ever be able to use his level of competition against him again. Instead, his legacy would simply be that wherever LeBron went, LeBron won. And that is a much stronger argument for the greatest of all time.